been immensely painful. But God has also redeemed them, shaping me in a way that has kept me tethered to Him. And for that, I wouldn't want it any other way. One day, my friend, the darkness will lift, and the sun will shine again, either in our lifetime or the next. But until then, you and I can be assured of this. When midnight comes, His mercies will meet us there. Sarah Walton, co-author, Hope When It Hurts. Introduction. Starting our journey. What did you expect when you found yourself expecting? Years ago, I imagined motherhood would be full of joyous milestones and memorable moments. What I didn't expect was so much hurt, heartbreak, conflict, and disappointment. I've often felt clueless and incapable. I've beaten myself up for not being the mother I thought I should be, the kind of Christian woman who can handle whatever comes her way with pep in her step and a smile on her face. That's one of the reasons that I wrote this book. I wanted to debunk the notion that faithful believers never groan as they wearily plod through the miserable muck of life. God knows they do, frequently. Although much of what I share in these chapters is relevant to suffering saints in general, I offer Midnight Mercies specifically to depressed mothers, because there are so few biblical resources that give voice to their experiences of despair. Suicide attempts among pregnant and postpartum women are a real and pressing issue. That mommy needs wine to cope with stress and sorrow has become a highly marketable and socially acceptable message in the United States, even among professing Christians. As a mother whose story includes suicidal ideations and alcohol use and depression, I want to bear witness to Christ's light in the dark night of the soul. Depression is no respecter of persons. Moms of all ages and stages can find themselves walking through a season of unexpected and lingering misery. So if you're a Christian mother whose world has gone dark, and you feel guilty or ashamed that you can't figure out how to turn the lights back on again, I pray that the Lord will use this book to lift that burden off your back. Let's not focus on how you think you should be feeling right now. Instead, let's start by giving voice to the hurt in your heart. Maybe today it feels like you're being forced to bear up under the impossible. Maybe you feel so utterly burdened beyond your strength that you despair of life itself. Or maybe you just feel sad and disheartened by the trouble and disappointments you've faced as of late. It's okay to admit where you are right now. It's much more helpful to be honest than to pretend that life isn't hard for you today. The sorrow, pain, and confusion you're going through are hard. You are suffering. Maybe your groans sound like these. I'm misunderstood and mishandled by others. If only I was different, I'd be worthy of love. If God was good, I wouldn't be suffering. I'm a failure and a burden to my family. No matter what I do, nothing changes. I feel like I'm praying to a brick wall. I feel unwanted, unseen, and unclean. My sorrow has swallowed me whole. My life has no meaning or purpose. I should be doing better than this. I've forgotten what happiness is. I can't live like this anymore. I must not be saved after all. Life will never be different. God is disappointed in me. I'm at the end of my rope. I've ruined everything. The future is bleak. There's no hope. I know I've groaned each one of these statements before, sometimes silently with a stiff upper lip, other times with red cheeks and a roar of rage. Although you too may identify with some or all of these statements, what can be harder to identify are the emotions that underwrite them. You may listen to these words and conclude, I'm depressed, and that's not an incorrect phrase to describe how you're feeling.